We're back. Thanks for staying with us. Joined now by Joseph Ladin. Joseph is the CEO of SFLMaven Incorporated. SFLM is their stock symbol. Joe, welcome back to the program.
Hey, Don, thanks for having me.
Now, you had a great first quarter announced just last month. Talk me through some of the highlights.
Yeah, so our Q1 2021 was very comparable to our Q1 2020, which was relieving to us because, as many companies took a big COVID dip and we had a little one too, this just kind of proved to us and to everybody that we are back on track right where we were before COVID, which was very, felt really great to see that. Another thing we started doing in Q1 is we are posting all of our weekly revenues, our weekly sales revenues on Twitter. So it's complete, total transparency with our shareholders. And it's kind of cool for people to follow and to see what's happening every week with us. And we mentioned that we got a PR agent last time, and she's been working out really great for us.
Well, that was Heather Krug, right? How much she been bringing to you?
Yeah, Heather Krug is our PR agent. She's doing great. She got us into Media Magazine. They did a expose on CEOs, and it was a really great interview. It can be seen on Media Magazine online. She also got us into Ms. Hollywood, and I had an interview with somebody at their office, and the interviewer was really excited about jewelry. So it was like a really cool article. It was a really cool conversation. And just in general, Heather's been helping us just bring awareness to both shareholders and, she's driving new people to the site who never knew about us before. So it's been a really cool thing to have her on board.
Well, how are retail sales going? Is the relationship with eBay still strong and still delivering for you?
Yeah, everything's been really good. Last month was Mother's Day, and we had a $275,000 week in sales, in part due to the fact that our items were in part of their Mother's Day promotion, so that drove some fresh traffic to the site. Father's Day is around the corner, so we've been kind of gearing up for Father's Day and making sure we have lots of cool pieces of men's jewelry. The market's just been really opening up, since COVID, and everything's really back to normal. We've been getting lots of really great pieces of jewelry. Our biggest piece, I think I mentioned it last time, we sold a Piaget for $18,600 on auction. Really rare piece, and that's what we try to do, is just find really rare, unusual pieces to feature on the site.
Well, how has Father's Day traditionally performed for you? I know you guys don't sell ties.
Right, so men's jewelry always typically does really well, and when we get close to Father's Day, I just put out all my feelers and just try to get as many cool men's rings, cufflinks, anything men can wear, watches, of course. We just try to just get as much stuff on the site as possible geared for men.
Now, you mentioned to me earlier there were some fundamental relationships you were working on to bring investors to the stock. Can you talk us through some of those relationships?
Yeah, sure. So we hired MZ as an IR firm a couple months ago, and things with MZ have been going really, really well. They've been kind of putting the word out for us and helping spread awareness about our company, putting us in touch with some new potential shareholders. They organized us to be part of the LD Microcap Convention, which is next week. We're just looking to, spread awareness and just bring as many shareholders to the table as possible. The other thing we're doing fundamentally is we've engaged auditors, and we want to be fully reporting by the end of the year.
Now, as a new CEO of a public company, what's the biggest challenge you faced?
Oh, wow, that's a really good question. Just finding the time in the day to be able to, complete all my new tasks that I have here.
I understand that. Now, you mentioned COVID at the top of the program. Has that changed the way you're doing business?
It has, we were working remotely during COVID because we were afraid to what might happen if you mix in the office. So it really forced me to just reorganize the whole way we interact in the office. So I had to just kind of like redelegate a lot of responsibilities because we weren't in the office at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense.
A lot of companies have found their employees are just as productive working from home.
I have a few now that work from home. They started working from home during COVID and they're still there and they love it.
The company's SFLMaven Incorporated, SFLM. Joseph, your interviews are always great and informative. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Don. Have a good one.